a lot of the Tarkov streamers that are successful early on, they're all DayZ streamers. They switched over to Tarkov. So you got like Smoke, Deadly Slob, Cotton. They all switched over from.
I like Deadly Slob. Yeah, I like him a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna get high with him at TwitchCon.
That's awesome. Yeah. I watch Deadly Slob. I watch you. I watch Veritas. I'm a big fan of Veritas. Very talented man. I like when he gets on that guitar. I like you making fun of each other. Yeah.
Kyle's told the stories. You too.
Yeah, and
I heard he doesn't really play the guitar.
yeah, it's all air guitar.
I keep telling people it's air guitar, and so don't buy into any of his bullshit.
Go to Veritas' stream and pretend like for real that you think it's air guitar, not in a jokey way. Like, dude, you're not even playing that. We can tell. Stop posing. He'll pretend like he doesn't mind, but you know he does because that's his talent. And he's super toxic, but I really like watching Chicken Prison sometimes. He's I enjoy that stuff a lot.
Yeah.
Does Chicken Prison also play Tarkov?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's the one who like kills the guys, and he's like, "This cum rag didn't even hear me coming, and that cum rag over there didn't even hear me kill the first cum rag. All right, let's take care of this." And then he'll like rock his character back and forth while playing the audio of someone pissing, like he's pissing on the dead body of the person. He's just super toxic. You know, it's I enjoy it. He owns it. Yeah. Probably an asshole in real life too.
And he seems like a pretty nice guy. He's got a back problem, so he can't sit down for too long. So he actually streams 2 streams a day. So he streams like 3 or 4 hours and then stops for like 3 or 4 hours and then streams again. Otherwise, he's in too much pain.
Yeah. He would be the guy I would be most afraid to face out of the people that I just mentioned, honestly, because I feel like he's so aggressive. Like he would just push me with that fucking Val and it would be GG.
I don't want to be peed on afterward. It'd be the most embarrassing to lose. They're all going to beat me. So it's just a matter of how I choose to lose. And he sounds like my least favorite. Yeah.
Pastilli might even like give you an excuse like, he probably didn't hear me coming because the sound's really glitched in this corner of the building. but Chicken Prison's like, this cum rag, Woody's get back on console, loser. Pissing on you. Yeah, it's just the worst. But yeah, I really enjoy watching content for the game. It's definitely been my addiction for the last 2.5 months or whatever.
I started streaming a little while ago, and this one guy Stubbsy, who I play with a lot, and he's trying to get me on Tarkov. He hasn't succeeded yet, but it might happen. We'll see.
Is he from Australia, Stubbsy?
No, he's from California.
Okay.
Yeah, you should give it a try. You know.
I told you I wrote them. I didn't tweet him yet because that's so public and embarrassing. I don't want him to say no in front of everyone. But I wrote him an email. I'm like, hey, I'm a streamer. I got 400 million YouTube views and a couple million on Twitch. And you should give me a copy of the game. And it's like, yeah, they didn't write back.
Well, maybe we can all take up a collection so you can afford it.
So, guys, please become a patron. So we can
play the fucking Sarah McLachlan song while Woody laments his inability to afford Tarkov.
It's an expensive game. It's 140 if you want to start hard.
Every game, a millionaire near you. Can't afford a video game.
I don't know what it is about Tarkov. It is much more expensive than my other games.
It's
kind of good that it's expensive because like it kind of gets rid of people that just
the riffraff. Yeah,
I like that. I like it getting rid of the riffraff. That's the problem with Fortnite.
So the way I see it is when people invest
everybody's allowed.
They're more inclined to actually give it a solid go. Instead of like, I paid $40, I'm just going to play for a half an hour. Because if you play Tarkov for half an hour, you're going to be like, fuck this. Like, straight up, you're going to be like, fuck this. And I love the fact that someone like, Dr. Disrespect will play Tarkov. All these new people were like, oh, this game looks fucking easy. And then they buy the game, and they're like, fuck, this is fucking hard.
You just
and
then
they
go
straight to YouTube. How do I get better at Tarkov? And then my videos come up, and then they come to my channel. I'm like, oh, you just got to do this. And then so it's like a vicious circle of how I can get promoted.
Yeah, it's a very difficult game.
There's no hand-holding at the start. They do want to put a tutorial in eventually.
I hope they don't.
I kind of hope they don't. I kind of hope
you make the tutorials. They're trying to put you out of business. Yeah. Fuck all that.
In all seriousness,
I'll teach you.
I don't think it would be the worst idea to have, say, like a level 1 to 5, like only queue with level 1 to 5. Just that, because that's like level 5. Even if you tried to just like loot the most top tier items in the game, you kill like 1 or 2 scavs, you a raid, or even just 1 scav raid, you're going to get level 5 in no time at all. So I feel like they could have like a safety zone for that, and then after that, you're in the deep end with everyone else.
That's a nice idea. And then on the other hand, you as a level something high, I don't know, 100, probably aren't interested in me anyway.
No, I hate it. I kill level 1 and my chat's like bully, 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 bully.
Yeah, appropriately.
So then I run an ad. I'm like, fuck you, chat.
Yeah, unless the guy's toxic, I'll even dump their loot. Like sometimes we kill people, and like I play with some people who stream, and they'll jump into their streams and start talking shit. And it's like, you know what? We were gonna leave your penis helmet, but now
take it.
That was my dickhead. Yeah.
Now I'm gonna take it and sell it for 8,000 rubles just because you're an asshole. You're not getting anything back.
Now I have 30 million, 8,000.
Yeah, I've played with the squad the whole time. I've been really fortunate because those guys have played many wipes, and so they've been able to really teach me how to play the game. And right away, I started doing shoreline pistol runs, and I would find 5-6 lead X's a day. So like I'm never going to run out of money at this point, and my stash is everything I could ever want. So I'm really in a position where I can just play the game for fun and never stress about losing $1 million kit. So it's a wonderful game.
Yeah, I love it. I honestly can't be passionate about many other games these days. Like I've tried playing all the other games to get popular, and I'm like, I do it off stream because I don't really want people to just be like, I don't know. I don't really know why I don't stream other games, but like I play Apex Legends as a bit of a de-stressor. But only because I just like wrecking on people, and then just that's it. But like I can only play it for like an hour, and I'm like, I'm done. Or like any game these days, an hour, I'm done. But Tarkov, like I stream 8 hours. I'm like, fuck, that was 8 hours. I got a podcast to get to. It's like,
yeah, I really there's a few games this year that I'm interested in, and they're all completely different. I definitely want to play The Forest Part 2. It's something it's called Children of the Forest or Sons of the Forest or something. That's a horror survival game with crafting.
yeah, it's like Rust.
Yeah, but there's no PvP. It's story driven and it's sort of PvE. And it's very frightening because you're so under equipped the whole time. You're like an island survivor, and like when you're maxed out, you might have a bow and arrow and some spears or something like that. You really struggle against the enemies, and they're frightening. They're very scary. And I really want to play Doom Annihilation. I've been looking forward to that.
I'm glad
since
they didn't release it on schedule because they wanted to actually fix the PvP element. I played it at PAX Australia. And that was fun there, but they actually pulled the game back and said, no, we're not going to release it because we want to get the PvP side sorted. I'm glad because AAA studios are giving me the shits with that stuff. You know how Cyberpunk's coming out this year? I'm pretty sure it's this year.
Yeah.
Everyone's super hyped for it. I don't even care because I'm really confident the more I get hyped for it, the more it's going to flop.
Is that just a Keanu thing? Like Keanu's the most popular guy on Reddit right now. Is that why it's so hot? Like
I think it is now.
Yeah, Cyberpunk the game I know very little about, but I know Keanu's in it and everyone's excited. That's all I know. I'm super jazzed for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I worry that nobody wants to see that streamed. You too.
Highlight of was it E? What do you call it?
E3 maybe.
That was the highlight of E3,
dude.
To me.
First of all, they're mapping like
VR.
Every square inch. Yeah, it's not coming. They're mapping every square inch of, I don't know if it's America or the world. It might be the world. And it's amazing the detail they're putting on there. If you play like American Truck Simulator, for example, they just shrink everything. Why are you smiling?
Yeah, I'm not making fun of
you. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm thinking. I'm like
every like your house is going to be on there. Like everything is on there.
Can I crash into it?
I think so. Yeah. And
you would be able to.
This is kind of an aviation nerd thing, but the way that they're handling weather and the simulation on that, like as the air blows over the mountain and the rotor that happens on the other side, is like that just doesn't exist in current flight simulators. The way that you can catch thermals, there's sailplanes, there's like, it is going to be the best flight simulator like ever. And I'm so excited. I want to buy my joystick and rudders and shit now. I don't even know what to buy, but I'm on Thrustmaster's website, title of my sex tape. and you're trying to check out like, well, what's the best one? Do I want a monitor like cockpit thing? I don't even know, but I'm very excited about it, and I think it's going to make for some really lousy streaming content, which bugs me a little because I think it's going to be a fair amount of like sitting still, traveling.
You say that, but think of the RP of Grand Theft Auto role playing, and it is massive, and they're trying to do it as Red Dead Redemption 2. It's not as popular, but there could be a pretty solid RP side of Flight Simulator where there'll be servers and massive servers of people just.
Maybe. I hope you're right. And then there's another aspect of it. If I were to counter myself, my streams, people aren't there for the gameplay, right? My streams get more popular when I stop streaming and flip over to just chatting. So if it's the type of game where I can pay more attention to the chat, at least for me, they like that more. Like there might be like Shroud, for example. Maybe that's the opposite. They want to see him slay. But
yeah, I think that could actually really work too, because it also gives that down to have good banter. And there's going to be a big surge of people that will be interested in the game just for purchasing it, and then after that, there's going to be people trying to learn how to fly. So there's heaps of like ways you can actually teach people that way, and there's flight simulators are used on. For everyone whoever wants to become a pilot, they start with flight simulators
or a terrorist.
That's true.
Well,
That's true. That's kind of what I was smiling about when we started talking about the game. I was like, how could I make this awful? What's the most horrible take I could have for flight simulator?
You could get people in by saying, hey, I know a little bit about flying, and then just have good banter after that to keep them.
This guy is selling a 737.
Pretend to be Muhammad Atta.
Yeah. But put your gamer tag in as that, your player name, Muhammad Atta.
Is that
this guy's selling a 737 flight simulator cockpit for your home or business, he says, and it's a legit cockpit.
It's $39,000. Oh, it's cool though. I put the pictures a little more full screen so you can see closer. But I'm not buying a $40,000 cockpit. I'm not even buying a $140 Tarkov.
See, that's one ready to rock and roll. What would be infinitely cooler, in my opinion, is to like go find like a plane boneyard. There's one near me actually where they've got all these planes parked out in a field. Like take that, and then you just need one seat. Obviously, you don't need a fucking co-pilot, and then put the video game stuff, the thruster and whatever else there is, control panels, etc. Keyboard, of course, probably. And your own screen or two. Oh, that'd be so cool. I've always thought that'd be cool for like racing games. But my take is the same as it's always been. I play video games that are about things I can't actually do, like go to war or fight aliens. So when I see one that's like all about flying planes, it's like, you can go fly planes fairly affordably.
You talked about the cool cockpit and stuff. On Tesla, kind of neat. They have like Dune Buggy Racer or something, and it uses the car's controls. So when they're at the recharging station, you can see people turning their wheels because it's not disabled. They're playing Dune Buggy Racing while charging their Tesla.
Elon Musk is a fucking genius. That's if he turns the Tesla into like the most expensive gaming device ever.
He has. They need more racing games, I think. But
Tesla's popular in America.
Yeah. It's an American company.
I'd never seen one before I left Australia. And in Europe, they're everywhere. There's charging stations everywhere. You can't even go as a taxi to Amsterdam airport now unless you're a Tesla.
Really?
Yep. You have to be a Tesla. Is it Tesla or Tesla?
Either way works.
Yeah. Only Tesla taxis can go to Amsterdam airport now.
It shouldn't be by name, right? Like maybe
it should be by brand.
Yeah, if you told me only full electric cars can do it, I'd say thumbs up. But if you're like, no, it has to be a Tesla electric car, move over Nissan Leaf. It's like, oh, really? What if the Leaf 2 doesn't suck?
They've only got Coca-Cola and McDonald's.